Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. So today we are talking about a new movie called Arcadian that just hit theaters this weekend. It is directed by Ben Brewer, stars Nicolas Cage, Jaeden Martell, Maxwell Jenkins, and Sadie Soverall.
What's your favorite scary movie?
A father and his twin teenage sons fight to survive in a remote farmhouse at the end of the world. The film opens up when we see Nicolas Cage and he has to raise his two sons in a world that pretty much has gone to hell. Then the film jumps to about 15 years later, and so we see the two boys. They are now teenagers. They're living with their dad at this farmhouse, and now they all have kind of different responsibilities around the place. And you see with Nicolas Cage's character that he has this thing where he's very strict about his sons being back before nighttime, and eventually you end up finding out the reason for that is because there's these creatures that come out at night and kill people. If you're a fan of creature features, alien invasion movies, or things like A Quiet Place, I think that there's definitely a lot of elements here in Arcadian that you will really enjoy. As far as the cast and the characters go, I thought all of our main cast was good here. Nicolas Cage, Jaeden Martell, Maxwell Jenkins. I actually felt like they were a family and real characters in this apocalyptic world, which really important. And Jaeden Martell especially, he's playing a much different character than what we saw him playing in something like It, for example, which was really cool to see. And Nicolas Cage as the dad is actually a lot more toned down compared to some of Cage's recent crazy roles of the past few years. So just know that going into this movie, you're not going to get that crazy Cage that, a lot of people I feel like have become accustomed to. And then finally you had Sadie Soverall, which I hope I'm saying her last name right. She plays this girl living on another farm fairly close by, but her family is a little more well off compared to Cage's family. And she is dating Maxwell Jenkins' character, and I thought that they had really good chemistry together. And I don't believe this film had a super high budget, and in a way that actually kind of works for Arcadian because it gives the film this gritty feel to it, which makes sense where this is a post-apocalyptic world. So that was an element that I actually really enjoyed for the most part. The only negative that I would say with that is that there were at times moments where it was very dark and hard to see. I don't know if that was, a budget thing or if maybe it was just a creative choice. And it worked in certain aspects of the film. Like it was kind of cool not to see like the full creature at certain times, but at other times you were a little frustrated because you did want to see a little bit more of the action and what was going on, and it was just a little too dark at times. So that would be just kind of like one of my nitpicks as far as that goes. As far as the monsters go, I actually really dug the design of them overall. They do this thing where I'll just say they start moving very fast, and that was a little freaky to me. There's another aspect of them too that I actually really enjoyed, and I have to feel like it was a tribute to Critters 2. So for horror fans, you know what I'm probably talking about in referencing that movie, but they do something with that was pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed them when you did get to see them, because a lot of times they are kind of hidden in the shadows where they do come out at nighttime. So yeah, thumbs up as far as the monsters go. And this film actually had some moments of legit tension in it as well. And I think the reason why it had that and why that worked is because you had these characters that actually felt like real characters that would exist in this kind of world. And, you cared about them, or at least I did watching the film. And so anytime bad shit was happening, you didn't want to see anything bad happen to these different characters. So that was another element that I actually really liked about the film too. Now, by no means does Arcadian reinvent the wheel when it comes to the subgenre, but the execution, minus a few things here and there, is handled really well, and definitely something that creature feature, A Quiet Place fans should definitely check out. So, as far as the score goes, guys, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. As far as the release goes, at least for me, there are a couple theaters playing around, but I don't believe it's like a super major release. So if it is playing around you, I definitely recommend you guys checking it out. If you're a fan of any of those kind of films, creature features, things like that, I think that you'll enjoy this. So if you have had a chance to see the film, I'm definitely curious what your thoughts are. Where would you rank it amongst some of your other creature feature, alien invasion type of flicks? Let me know down below in the comments. And if it isn't something that you've seen yet, is this something that is now on your radar and you are going to check out? So let me know down below in the comments. As always, guys, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell button next to it. That way you get notifications for all my new videos. Give this video a thumbs up. And as always, guys, please make sure to check back for more Pop Culture with Pat.